Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome back. Omega Given here. Today, we're going to do something fun. I love Baldur's Gate 3, as well as a lot of other things I always tell you that I love. I'm a multi-lover of things, but I love Baldur's Gate 3. So what I have prepared for you today is a deck solely built on, well, solely 99% built on Baldur's Gate 3 characters and the whole sole purpose of the game and all the acts and all that other cool stuff. Really fun stuff. But before we get started there, how about you guys go check over my Etsy? I don't have a deck box in front of me to show off. Let me grab a thing. Yeah, I have a deck box. These kind of deck boxes for your Magic the Gathering cards where you can throw them on in and you can have cool stuff or whatever. You know, it's only 25 bucks and you get a really cool thing and you support the channel as well. So if you want to go check that out, go check out my Etsy. Links in the description or somewhere on my YouTube page. Go check them out. They're really good. They're really awesome. If they're not good, let me know and I will make it right to you somehow. All right, but let's get to the game, or the deck I have prepared. All right, guys, so let's start off with the storytelling of the game. The game starts with your main characters. You have Astarion the Decadent. You have Gale of Waterdeep the Prodigy. You have Karlach, the ferocious tiefling that's from the underworld. Like I don't even know exactly. I can't remember her whole backstory. You have Lae'zel the Githyanki, or Gith for short, and then you have Shadowheart, the crap, I can't remember. Gosh darn it, Shar. Yeah, the worshipper of Shar. And then you have Will, Blade of Frontiers, who's kind of like a adversary to Karlach a little bit in the beginning, at least. But yes, you have all the main characters, the six main characters. But that's not where we all get started. We all get started in Act 1. So I set this deck up to have a few different sections. Of course, this is the actual working commander deck. So you have all the lands, and sorry about this bar. I'm trying to increase the size of these cards so you can see them better. But yeah, you have all the lands and everything to make a deck. But let's go to the top. All right, so this is technically the commander. I had to put a 5-color commander to make this an actual real commander deck. So I threw Tiamat in there because Tiamat is actually in the Baldur's Gate universe, aka D&D. So we threw Tiamat in there, 5 colors. Also, I don't know if you saw that at the end there, but we also have the 5 dragons, the ancient dragons of that came in the sets. We just threw those in there for fun, because if you're going to play with Tiamat, you might as well throw them in there. You might need to take out 5 cards, though, to make that work. This deck isn't really meant to work that well. It's maybe like a power 4 deck, really, to be honest. If you get really lucky, it might be like a power 7, but it's more low-end power. So, yeah, we have Tiamat just to fill out the commander and make it work. We have a whole bunch of spells and abilities, you know, from the game. You can find them all. Burning Hands, Breath Weapon, Astarion's Thirst, because he's a vampire. You got Campfires, and just some spells that you can use, Cone of Cold, Cultivate. There's like a lot of spells. Stuff that's kind of like found in the game, or like similar things are in the game. But let's go to Act 1. In Act 1, we have a whole bunch of different characters that you might find in the game. I'm actually going to zoom out a little bit. Hopefully we don't spoil too many things. But yes, Act 1, we have Baal, Lord of Murder. Yes, you do face what are they called? I can't remember what Baal is, because you have Baal, Lord of Murder, but he's like not actually a god, even though he's a god card here. But a pretty cool card there. You meet the character proposing as Baal. You have Druids of the Emerald Grove. You go into the Emerald Grove and you meet a bunch of Druids, so you gotta throw that card in here. You do meet Elminster, so you gotta, I think it's when you get right to the Underdark, so I threw Elminster in here. You have the Elturel, I think that's what it is. Survivors, it's the Tiefling people that are taking refuge in the Emerald Grove when you first reach the Emerald Grove. You have Endless Evil. This is kind of just like a thing that's just happening throughout the story of Baldur's Gate 3, so I guess whatever. You do fight some Ettercaps in Baldur's Gate 3, so I had to throw some Ettercaps in there. You have Explore the Underdark, because you do go into the Underdark in Baldur's Gate 3. Really fun place. You have Gnoll Warband. You do have a whole bunch of gnolls that you can fight in the first act. You have Gut, True Soul Zealot. So this is one of the characters. If you go to the Goblin Camp, you can fight the leader of the Gut. So he's there. You have some Illithid Harvesters, because you find them on the ships. You have Intellect Devourers, because those are just hovering around the ship. And that's also in Act 2 and so on. So you'll see them all over. We have Kaga, Shadow Archdruid, because, yeah, you have the Archdruid Kaga. So she's there. I just say she's there because, you know, like if you just go to an Emerald Grove, you'll meet her. We have Mind Flayers because, yeah, there's a lot of Mind Flayers. You have the Nautiloid ship because, yes, you start out in the game as on the Nautiloid ship. I kind of wish that was at the top so we can like, kind of like tell the story, but we can't quite do that here. So, yes, there's a Nautiloid ship in there. You got the Owlbear Cub. You have to have the Owlbear Cub. So adorable little guy. We have Raphael, Fiendish Savior. Not too much spoilers here, I guess, but yes, that guy does appear in Act 1. We have Volo. You got a couple of Volos, actually. You got Volo Guide to Monsters, and you got Volo the Scholar, or Itinerant. I don't know. I don't know how you pronounce that. Is that I or L? But he's a scholar, so yeah, you got Volo there. He might join your camp if you get it right. And we have Zevlar, the El Teruel Exile. So he's, you know, the commander of like the, I guess the Tiflings peoples that are like escaping the El Teruel. So yeah, that's Act 1 right there for you. So you got your main characters you meet and you go through Act 1. You got all your spells. Oh yeah, let's go through Act 2 now, shall we? So Act 2, we have a couple characters that you might meet them in Act 1. I can't remember exactly. It's been a bit since I've went back to Act 1. We have Duke Older Ravengard. You do see him in Act 2, just an appearance there. We have the Elder Brain. You do see the Elder Brain in Act 2. We have some Flaming Fist people, because Flaming Fists are of Duke of Elderguard, so I just threw that in there. Yeah, Flaming Fist Officer, because, you know, they're there. We have Merkel's Edict. It's just a sorcery spell, but yes, you do meet Merkel, Lord of Bones, so you do meet that character, or character, I don't know. You do meet that, so just a little spoiler there for you for that Act 2. So that brings you to Act 2 with all the different things that you can find in Act 2. Act 3, you have Nine Fingers Kenny. I'm pretty sure, I'm actually not all the way through Act 3 that much, but I threw him in here because I'm pretty sure he's in Act 3. And we have Viconia Drow Apostate in Act 3. So I still have to play through the game to see if there's more cards I can add to this to be Act 3, and I'll probably just remove it from other section, like the spell section. But we do have another section here. We have the side companions. We have Halcyon Emerald Archdruid. So this is from the Emerald Grove. You basically know that he is taken prisoner or something like that. So you go free him. He can join your party. Pretty cool guy. You have Jahira, Friend of the Forest. You meet her. She helps you out in Act 2, I believe. I'm pretty sure it's Act 2. Maybe Act 1 you meet her. You have Minsk and Boo. This is from Act 3. So you'll meet Minsk. Yeah, pretty cool guy. And then you have Minthara, Merciless Soul. I think that's Act 1. You meet Minthara. You can either side with her and she joins you, or you just, yeah, she doesn't. So yeah, that is the deck for Baldur's Gate 3, the deck, because it's all the characters and everything from Baldur's Gate 3. I did have some liberties just to make it actual commander of 5 colors and threw some fun stuff in there. But you can go check it out for yourself, go play with it, try it out, do other stuff like that, and I will see you all later. Thanks for watching. Yeah, go check out my Etsy page and get some cool accessories for your Magic the Gathering decks. And yeah, I'll see you later. Bye-bye, guys.